Hey everybody, how you doing, Andrea?
Hey everybody. How you
Hey
doing, Andrew?
everybody,
And
how you doing,
hi.
Heinrich?
Hello, perfect.
So here we are for the Firefly 4 celebrates love, but today it's the Firefly 3 with me, Andrew Kavanagh, Andrea Batts-Latson, and Henrik Heigl. John is a little sick today, but
Yeah.
we'll do a great job for John. Do a lot of
Yes.
creative stuff today. So thanks people for attending, and let's see. So, for those coming in, welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know in the comments below the video, wherever you are watching, either on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. We got some new features to show people. Right, Andrea?
Oh yeah. Lots of new stuff.
Some fun new features. So, yes, welcome everybody. Let us know where you're watching from.
Oh,
And also wanted to state before we jump into it that I am a BenQ ambassador. And so
woo!
wanted to talk about some of the wonderful monitors that I love. So, big fan of the BenQ PD3225U. It's a 4K Thunderbolt 3 monitor. So, it comes with Thunderbolt 3 and book mode display P3 and always consistent and accurate color. Some of the features are it's 32-inch Thunderbolt monitor for versatile Mac users, 16 by 9 UHD IPS black panel with 2001 contrast ratio for deeper black levels. Exclusive MBOok color mode minimizes visual differences. Wide color gamut offers the smoothest color gradations, natural color transitions, and subtle shading. And exclusive software display Pilot 2 with designer oriented features and iKeyboard control to adjust volume, brightness of Mac devices. Quite nice, very good. So, and then the coming out soon is the PD2730S, the best 5K monitor for professional designers. Beautiful stuff. So,
Wow.
great stuff. Thank you. All right, so lots to
Yeah.
show you, and then let's see people coming in. So, Candace is here.
I
Candace,
just talked about you. I just Wilmington in the house.
and okay, so let's jump in. Shall I go first?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go
again,
first. Then we'll make our rounds. Let's see. Move this over and share my screen.
You got us in the right order on the screen, which is you, me, or you,
Perfect.
however.
Okay, now it is with the
Okay.
thumbnails.
rearranging.
Okay, so you can see
Ooh,
my screen, right? You can see Firefly. You
pretty new interface.
see a little
hmm
jellyfish floating. Up, switched. Now we're in a fish tank or something. Okay, but here we are at firefly.adobe.com. So normally you have the area at the top that describe what you want to generate. But you'll notice that already it's defaulting to video, and then there's also image. And so image is what we normally do, but as you can see here, also in this middle kind of bar here, there's featured, there's image, there's video, audio, and vector. And so a lot of nice new features for video. So that's what we're going to be showing today. So I switch over to the video
Hey, Mike.
tab. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday from Mike.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Um, uh, okay. Okay. So back to Firefly. So, yeah. So, as you can see, there's text to video, and it's beta, and image to video, and then there's like a translate video. So, if I go to text to video, there's a little intro here. And then I believe if I click on it, I don't know if that's, yep. I don't know if you hear the sound, but
No sound. Did you want to share the sound? Because we can't hear it.
No, I don't think it's going to work. But
Oh, okay.
I think it's normal background sound, background music. You
Yeah.
can sing to it. That works also.
Henrik's got our entertainment.
Yeah, I'm the entertainer.
Do-do-do-do-do. I just come in with the doo-wop.
Because the sound is loud for me.
There you go.
Okay, so a little intro.
Oh,
And so here we go. So a little tour. If you look at the top left, you'll see that it's set to Firefly Video Beta. You have a choice of aspect ratio of widescreen or portrait. I think widescreen looks better. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah, for video.
Widescreen.
yeah.
And then we got 24 frames per second as the default. So then they have under camera, there's a shot size. So you can do like close up or extreme close up shot, medium shot, etc. I pretty much kind of let it be for now. And then you can choose camera angle. So you can go aerial shot, eye level, high angle, low angle, etc. And then different motion. So you can do a zoom in, a zoom out. I still kind of like to put in my own text and just kind of see what it comes up with. So as you can see, it says describe the video you'd like to generate. So I put that there. So just a couple dancing under starlit sky, romantic painting style, Art Nouveau style. They might cancel out the Art Nouveau reference, but it does say romantic painting style. And then I just hit generate on the bottom right. And it does take a little bit of time.
And one thing to mention while it's generating the video,
Yes.
neither in the blog post or in some meetings or something else, it was mentioned that the Firefly logo also has changed. So that's a little bit, they throw it in. If you see it now, it's not that starry logo.
Yeah, the
now
top
we have
left
that
is the FI.
Firefly FI logo. And shout out to Adobe, and hopefully we soon also will have some new merchandise about it. We can't wait to have some pillows with the Firefly logo on it.
Andrew, somebody had a comment about
Which one?
About StreamYard. Bob Stein has a comment.
Yeah, sorry about that. Not sure. Sometimes it works. All right, so we're a little bit more than halfway. It seems to be gaining a little bit of speed, so bear with us. We also have done some videos we've created, so we can show those, and you don't have to wait for it to build each time. But it's basically, you put the prompt in, you hit the generate button, and as you can see, and then it says we can't display the generated video. You can edit and try again. Okay.
Sometimes it happens because it's beta.
Yeah. And then, so just to show you, so say I put in a prompt, I hit generate, and it was successful. Then I'm going to go to this folder. And so this is one that I created this morning for Valentine's Day. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to click on it and preview it. So here's a Valentine's Day video I created. So it starts off with a heart, zooms in, and then divides into multiple hearts. And so you'll see that it's limited to 5 seconds, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty detailed, and then it has a nice kind of motion coming towards. So, yep. And then here's another one that I did that's just with the kind of emotion of the heart kind of zooming around. And I chose, I think, soft pastel colors for that kind of look. So go back to the room. Okay.
John's not feeling well, Levon.
Yeah, sorry about that, Levon. John is sick today, so it's the Firefly 3 today. So Andrea, do you want to jump in?
Sure.
screen.
Sure. Yeah.
Do,
Maybe you can get
do,
your video to work.
do something cute.
Oh, wait, what? Okay. All right. So I do have videos prepared just in case it takes a while. So just as Andrew was telling you guys before, this is your main screen. You have intent here. So I'm just going to choose video so that it knows that the options I want down here show me video. Text to video. Today I was playing with image to video, which is fun. It's still in beta mode. There's still some kinks to work out, but it was pretty cool. And translate video I haven't played with, which is translating it into a new language. So that's kind of cool. I also want to point out the coming soon because I'm really excited about that. Look at that enhanced speech. Okay. But anyway, so I'm gonna go back up here. And I'm gonna choose, we'll see. I'm gonna choose, you know what? Image to video seems to take longer and I already have examples. So I'm gonna choose text to video. I actually did put a prompt in. I used AI to generate AI. I did. I talked to AI just like I would talk to anybody else. And so it gave me this prompt. And so I'm going to play it, see what happens.
Cool.
So that's kind of cool. And then, yeah, wasn't that nice? I know, I'll tell you. So if I were to put, I'm going to put the same prompt in just so that we can see like the difference. So it's the same exact prompt that I got from AI, and then I'll generate it and I'll read it while it generates. But I just said, or AI said, take a classic mystical creature, design, unicorn, griffin, and place it in a hilarious, mundane, modern situation. Craft a video of a dragon struggling to use a vending machine or unicorn stuck in traffic, all in a vibrant animated style. Fun crafting element, character animation, and comedic timing. Play with contrasting visuals, the majestic creature in an ordinary setting.
It's pretty descriptive.
It is, right?
Yes.
And exaggerate their reaction to the modern world. So
did you get that from ChatGPT or?
No, I use Gemini. So I got that from
That's a good one
Google
too, yeah.
Gemini. And it gave me some really, really nice prompts to generate. So while it generates, I will show you one of the other ones that I did from image to image. So I put a start image in here and I said, start with this red. It's just a red snowy background image. And then I had a star image. And so what I told AI to do, and this is my prompt, that's why it's not as descriptive. It just says animate the snow in the starting scene and make the star dance. So here's what it came. Oh, go ahead.
So you just put like where it says frame is where you upload the first frame, and then you can choose a last frame, correct?
Yeah. And I always choose the last frame. So even if I don't have, if I only wanted to animate that first frame, I always want to come back to that last frame in this loop around. So I always put an image in the start and the finish frame. So here I actually have it with the flakes, and then you go through and it did all of this, which is kind of cool. And then it made it dance. Now,
nice.
Let me see. Nice. Oh, there we go. So it's ready. And then here is the one from
the new one.
The new one, which is the same exact prompt as this one. So you can see how they are different, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's pretty detailed, right?
Yes. He lost his head there, but that's okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So yeah, yes. So I'm having fun with this. I think it's it's really cool what you can do with it. So all right, cool. I think Henrik, it's on you.
Ready, Henrik?
I'm ready for it. So we are here, and I also prepared some videos. I will show them maybe first so that we can look at some of them. Here we have a hedgehog happily roams around in a meadow by the mountain lake, and I like how realistic this whole thing looks.
And is there an
Also,
option to choose between, say, art and photo?
Ooh.
I don't think of right now, but we have the seed here on the bottom, and that's a little random number how the video is created, but you can copy the seed and use it for maybe other videos, and the style should be maybe the same. That's not right now very clear if it's really the case, but it's maybe some markers you can note for yourself how this video is created, and maybe this can help later in the process if the beta is going to be the final version, that something like this will be included in the in Firefly video model.
Pretty cool.
And also to mention that the layout of the panel on the left side is pretty much the same as for the image generation, but the camera angles and all that styles will be a little bit more interesting for the video stuff, because as you can imagine, if you have some like this, some hedgehog on the mountain, and you have here some handheld camera, or you have some cinematic camera, that will be a little difference in the style.
Nice.
Also, I have here some realistic, it's in German, but maybe I can translate it a little bit. A realistic image of a house in with a face in the woods. Very rustical and enormous, huge house with a face, and a horrible architecture and surreal. So it's like a face on the house in the mountain in the woods.
Like an intro for a movie, you know?
Yes, and as I mentioned here, I have my idea is to have here some 5-second clips, and then I can put them together maybe in Adobe Express or in Premiere, and you can have
Text.
a text between them or something else, and then you can make a little B-roll movie or something like that.
Nice.
And also you can do other stuff with some kind of image manipulation here, with a woman in front of of a planet, and that is also
It's cool. The double exposure effect.
double exposure effect is here, so that can help.
Cool.
And hopefully that's, and here I have something created. As Andrea mentioned, with Gemini, I have created a prompt for a couple with hearts, and for the Valentine. And here is what came out so far. So here we have the Valentine's theme.
Yay.
Yay!
That makes me happy. There are hearts all over. I want to catch them.
Cool. Nice.
So
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So let's see. Maybe I'll jump on in.
and also maybe to mention that as of this point right now, Adobe Firefly seems to be the only video and image generation tool based on web, and it's legally safe. So it's all based on images that are legally safe, so you can all use it for commercial, and you don't have to worry where does it come from, or do I have to get some lawsuit about it or whatever.
Woohoo! Love that.
So let me see here. So I
Love
like the
that.
idea that you can go back. So let me share my screen.
Started from the bottom.
And there we are. So go back to here. View all. Okay, so I hit the view all button. So these are ones that I've generated. So if I go back here, yeah, if I go back here, then it brings me to one I did recently. So here's one that I typed in the prompt: the language of love, abstract typography, overlapping letters, vibrant gradients, contemporary art. And then I'll just give that a play. It's kind of nice. So it spells out the word love as it expands backwards.
Yeah.
And then if I go back, this goes back to the, or I guess you just hit view all each time you want to go back. So this one is interesting. Yep. So this one is one that I uploaded. So I uploaded my artwork. So this first image you see right now is kind of like the first image I had done separately from a Firefly. And then I uploaded that as one frame. And it just says flowers and vegetation around the girls swirl and sway. So I didn't need to describe the whole image. I just wanted to describe what I want the animation to do. And so then I went ahead play. It's interesting. It changed her a bit, of course, but then it added these other flowers and gave them a bit of movement.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Right, zoomed out.
Very.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay, so this isn't really on the theme of love, but there's another one where I took an original image that was like this, uploaded as a frame, and then I typed in golden light beams. Let's see, forth, but I'll say come forth from a shattering face, and then just hit play. I like the eyes getting a bit glowing, the glowing effect. I wish it was kind of longer though. Instead of 5
Me
seconds,
too.
it's 10 seconds or 15.
Yeah.
But
I
it
was
is
about
pretty
to-
cool. You're gonna say?
No, I was about to say that I wish it was longer. Like,
Yeah.
it's really, really cool.
Okay. So
Where did you see view all?
oh, let me go back. So,
I didn't
so yeah. So if I click on any of these, so once I click on any of these, it shows the little preview down here, right?
Oh,
And then to
okay.
the left, it says view all. So it says view all generation history. So when I click on that, it takes me to a page that I can choose
All
from
the
all,
ones that.
which is nice.
Okay.
So it's now starting to contain a history of the generations we do, where I think
Yeah.
you had to save them to favorites before if you wanted to save. So yeah, let me just come back to the room. Cool.
Very cool.
Okay, so Andrea, ready
All
to
right. I am.
go add to stage?
All right. So I'm gonna actually put 2 images in here that I've used that were created before. So down here, all I do is hit the up arrow. You'll see it says first frame, and it builds all the keyframes in between there. So what do you want to happen? So if I wanted this image of me, I could, but I'm gonna go with this one that I created inside. Well, let's go with my screen. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna say that I want this to be the start screen, and I gotta agree to everything. And then so it puts that image there. But if I want to end screen, I'm gonna do something different. Let's make this morph. Maybe this water. All about type, or this image that my daughter drew. And just so she drew it, and I'm a proud mama. Guess what I'm gonna choose? The image my baby drew. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that one. All right, so then here so I got these 2 images in. I could say like I could have the first one morph into the last one. Yeah, let's say So I'm going to say morph the start frame into the last frame. Now it's going to take some time, so I'm just going to go ahead and generate that. I'll let it do that, but you already know I got a video over here somewhere. So earlier today, I was playing with this one. This is what I mean by I put it in the start and the end, and I just said, wave the signs and laugh, and some funny weirdness
And you
happened.
use the same image for the start and the end frame?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
wanted it to end at the end frame. So I was like, oh, let's just see what it does. And Lavon's here, and she knows that we were together when this picture was taken. So we got some of us too. So
Were
I'll
you
let
at
her.
max? Was that a max?
This was a
Wow.
this was a create now. She came to Baltimore and DC, and we went to the one in Baltimore together.
That's pretty cool though. From just 2 frames, it creates all that kind of animation.
Yes,
It looks a bit different, when it shows more of you, but it's
it
still
does.
not bad though, right? It's pretty cool.
No, I thought it was fun. I would use it. I would use it because it's just too fun. But you can see like uh the face change and morphs a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. And then I figured it would still be going, so I found another prompt in Gemini,
Nice.
which is something it's not me, me, but this one is going to be interesting. All right, so it already generated. Let me hit play, and that's what it created. It's kind of crazy, right? Is that not crazy? So the prompt, I don't know. Can you guys read the prompt, or y'all want me to read it? Can you see
Yeah.
it on the screen?
Explore visual metaphors.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep reading?
Sure.
Explore visual metaphors. Craft a short abstract video representing a complex emotion like joy, anxiety, or determination through fluid, unexpected transformations. Think about shapes morphing, colors shifting, and textures evolving to embody the feeling. Fun crafting element, abstract animation, and visual storytelling through pure form and color. Focus on creating smooth, mesmerizing transitions and evoke emotion without relying on narrative. Pretty amazing. With these type of prompts, you realize that we wouldn't be able to come up with all this, right? I mean,
There's no way. My
it's like a
screen.
writer's mind.
Yes. My screen is 2 feet away from me right now. That's just how it's set up on this desk with this new computer system. But that's pretty cool. All right, and so let's see if it's ready. Okay,
So
so
that's the one that you put the 2 frames.
yeah, ready, set, go.
Go.
That's pretty cool, though.
It was.
It kind of just tucks
very,
away.
very different. I love how the circles go. And what this also tells you, which is kind of cool too, is I could have been super specific, and I could have said, even with just this one, like animate the circles or animate, specific things in here, like maybe make the background swirl. But you can be pretty specific, and it will give you some really, really cool things. But as as Andrew mentioned, I could have changed the motion, the angle. I just like to see what the software does on its own before I go to manipulate stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, but that was kind of cool. So
Pretty fun.
yeah, so that's fine. It is off to Henrik.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, ready, Heinrich?
Yes.
There we go. Cool.
So in the meantime, I have prepared some other videos, some romantic beach videos. As you can see, a very short prompt of a romantic couple walking on the beach in the sunset. And I think they nailed it pretty good. And here you can see, if you can imagine, if I have 2 or 3 of those generations of videos, I can stitch them together and have a short video, maybe 1 or 2 minutes about that. Here is the same prompt with the image generation. So you can also do what Andrea did with the 2 keyframes and put in some of those images and let Firefly do its thing.
Cool.
And also, because it was so fun, I have generated some more iterations of this video. And as we can see, Firefly is sometimes a little bit weird around the eyes, but I think as of right now, it's in beta. It does a pretty good job. I think later on the videos will getting better and better.
Yeah, the faces look a little strange.
Here is,
Mhm.
and here I put some cats that I found on the internet. All we know, cat content is always fun to have. And I had 2 images from a cat from behind. So I said I want to move from one image to the other image. And as you can see, with of this, it's a little bit weird,
Yeah.
but I like it. It's fun to play with it and have some new things. Here I have a house in South France with wooden windows, with some flowers in the front and palms in the front, and a pool in the garden. So for that, it works also very well. And if you have some kind of commercial video about maybe some wine or
nice
something
intro
to eat,
Mhm.
that could be a nice intro about it.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's
Nice.
beyond cool.
Is that it, Heinrich?
That's it for now.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll jump back in. So, stage. So here's one I did in the background when it was showing your other ones. So yeah, so abstract art representing the feeling of love of swirling brush strokes, mix of earthy and vibrant colors. And then I just hit generate. But while it's doing that, I already had created one. So this is what the first one did. Kind of slow, kind of weird.
Yeah. That's what I was telling. Yeah. I was.
This represents the feeling of love. I'm not getting. I'm getting like kind of melted ice cream feel or something.
Or just a slide movement.
Like a sloth movement. Okay, there's that one. And then it's doing another one, so maybe the other one will be a bit more successful. But I can jump back to here, or I can do the view all. And then let's see, it's another one. So here's a good example, though, where I had put in prompt, and I said, small pink heart in the distance zooms forward and grows larger in size while bursting with vibrant colors and contemporary art. And then when I hit play, I liked the movement, but I thought that the heart shape itself was a bit flat. So that's when you might go back in and tweak your prompt. So in this case, that's when I wrote in pink 3D heart in the distance, zooms forward and grows larger in size while bursting with vibrant colors, contemporary art. And then that's how it went from that flat pink heart to this, which I think is much more kind of detailed and animated. So it's the little tweakings of the prompt that creates more successful. So if I go back, so here's the second version. of that. The abstract art representing feeling of love. So now we have, this one's a little bit more successful. So that has the heart shape and a little bit swirl. It's a little bit more pleasant. Where the other one reminded me of melted ice cream or something. But yeah. So I'm also wondering if you create something. So we've created this one, and then if we choose, say, one of the motion options. So tilt down. Let's see. Move right. Move left. Zoom out. If I choose zoom out, and then if I hit play, it kind of keeps it. I think you would have to hit generate. So let me see what happens if I hit generate, and then when I choose the zoom out feature, if it'll change the kind of movement of it. And since the majority of the animation's done, hopefully the rendering will be faster. Maybe not necessarily so.
And the speed. I wonder if you change the speed too.
Yeah. Well, I can always go to here while it's doing that. And then while it's doing that, I'll just show you another one that I had done, which was a small heart in the distance. This time I put in golden light, so as part of the prompt. So I created this. I thought that was kind of interesting. Look at that.
Very cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine heart.
That's right. Golden heart.
Yeah.
Love wins.
Yes.
Also nice intro for a music video or something like that.
Yeah, right? Like a song or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you can put some kind of logo in the middle of the heart so that can be revealed.
Stuck to the heart. You were too late.
Now I know from
You all know this.
Yes.
So I think probably what, speaking of what Henrik was saying, is I think when you're in this view and it's, rendered it and it's, pretty much done, probably in the future we'll be able to click on a button and be able to take it into Express to add more text elements. Right? That's
Yes.
kind of a guess I have that they might have that. So, okay, so here's the newly rendered abstract art with the feeling of love, where I chose zoom out. So let's see. So it kind of does a zoom in, a more intense zoom in. Oh, I like the detail of the texture though, very brush strokes. So yeah, you always have to kind of be open to just the surprises that it gives you. So you might say, okay, I wanted to do zoom out, and it might do a zoom in, but then it might give you better detail than you had in your original. So let me return to the room. Okay. So Andrea, share your screen.
All right. So I did a few in the background, and so this is the reason I wanted. So I went back to the one I did with the sign, and this time I just had it at a start screen, just so you guys can see. The reason I wanted that end screen or what was important is because then I can control a little bit about what happens in the end. So if we look at this one where I don't have an end screen, I just have a start screen, it just ends with this the craziest expression. Look, that's the end of the video. Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted. Right. So that's why I'll add that end screen in there. So this is another prompt that was from Gemini, and Andrew can read it if he wants. But I didn't like this one. I didn't like the results of this one, so I would have to definitely tweak it. But this is what it comes out from the love potion. I asked Gemini to give me some Valentine's Day themes, and so this is what it gave me for this one. And then I chose another Valentine's Day theme. I like this one a little bit better, but I do like that it shows you like the that little view wall where I can just go back instead of having to click over here. But I'm a glutton for punishment. Look at that candy. Look at that.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool? I was like,
Yeah,
I like
longer than 5 seconds, which was nice, kind of had a, yeah, kind of has a story to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a stop motion, which is, it actually says it in there. So I didn't think of that. It thought of that. So that's kind of cool. I also like that you can learn from these prompts. But because when I went to Gemini, I specifically told it that I needed prompts for Adobe Firefly. And it will give you prompts specifically for whatever one you're using, because I said Copilot for another one, and it was, it's kind of different. No, why not?
Let me
Oh,
try
because it
again.
says Cupid. Let's see. Let's go back to here. And then here.
And the interesting idea you can do is, if you have a starting frame like here, and you have that video, the video is ready, and you can take the last frame from that image, take a screenshot, put it in for a new video, and so you can generate a video that's a little bit longer than 5 seconds, maybe 10 or 20 seconds, to have stitched them together to one long video and have the continuity of the images that are put in.
Okay. I may have to try that, because hold on. I did take screen. I don't even know what just happened. Where did it go? That's a new computer, guys. New computer, and I'm not a fan, but I'm trying. I'm trying to embrace this computer. If, for those of you who
Getting
don't
used to
know,
it, right?
it is a Windows computer, and everybody who knows me knows I am a Mac girl. But I am trying, and I just don't know if it's gonna win or not. So, okay, so that video's still generating. All right. Well, you guys know the gist of that, but that's how I would make these changes. With this one, I just have the start screen, and I'm saying animate the snow in New York City, just to see what type of video it generates. And then this one, oh, it did it. Oh,
Now it's
okay.
ready.
So this is ready. All right. So let's see. This one's talking about
Figures look
Cupid.
kind of abstract, though. We'll see.
Yeah, it does. Let's see. Here it goes. Oh my God,
Oh, moving fast.
it is.
That looks like a commercial for something too, though, right? Yeah.
It does. Let's see. I said New York City. No. This one is. This one was prompted by Gemini. Let me see. Poor Cupid is struggling to adapt to a modern Valentine's Day. Craft a video showing Cupid trying to use dating apps, getting tangled in social media love triangles, or accidentally shooting arrows at the wrong targets in a busy city. Fun crafting element: visual storytelling through comedic scenarios in a modern setting. Play with contrasting visuals, the traditional Cupid in a contemporary, often chaotic world, and use fast cuts and visual gags.
It takes a lot of that in, though, right? It seemed to kind of give you a lot of that information. Yeah.
It does, and then and then it creates magic, so that's kind of cool. Baby, and then let's see. So this is. Oh, I bought it in New York City! Yay! I just said animate snow in New York City. That's pretty cool. So, yep.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
Yes. Need to bring this monitor closer.
Okay, ready, Heinrich?
Yes.
Okay.
In the meantime, I've generated some more with the cats, and now I have.
What is it morph into?
It's always morphing into the other cat, but I thought give it a try to have a little bit better morphing experience. So I think this one is by far the best right now. And also to mention, we
Cat
are
looks
now
nervous about morphing.
we are now in Firefly video beta.
Cat's like, I don't want to morph. What do you do?
Morph into it. And It will
Big eyes.
always be fun to see it. Maybe in 1 year or maybe some month later, how this will evolve to a better quality or something like
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
That will be very interesting. And here I have a tattooed gorilla sits at a bar, and he has a glass in his paw. In the glass, you can see a gorilla head. It is glowing and mystical in the bar, realistic.
Love that.
It's pretty cool though. Yeah.
So this could also be some very
He's
interesting.
not holding it though. They disregarded that part, but it's still.
It's always some things will be disregarded. We have this in other models too, that not always all of the description will be placed into the image or here in the video. But I think it's pretty cool how he imagines, or how Firefly imagines that video stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And here I have an image of a stylized digital portrait of a woman with bright makeup in red, elegant outfit.
Which was
And
made directly in Firefly, like regular images, right?
yes, maybe. And I have made this in the text to image generation, just to show you one little thing that's also new in Firefly to the before. We have now this little open at Adobe Photoshop web icon here in. So we can not only send it to create a design
I don't know what
with
happened.
Adobe
Hang on, guys.
to not only to Adobe Express, we now can send it directly to Photoshop Web. So if we have something we want to edit, to maybe tweak a little bit, but not to want to generate a whole new image, we can do this in Photoshop and then send it back to Firefly if we want to. So that's a little new addition we have here. And now I've used the same prompt here for the video thing, so that we can compare how that works. And I think that is
pretty cool. Yeah,
pretty much the thing. Yeah.
The splatter in the back reminds me of Dexter or something, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit collage thing. I like this. So maybe, or hopefully later, we can change only parts of our image or our video or our prompt, and we can say, okay, I have the woman in red in the foreground, and maybe have the splashes in the background in blue or green, and change it during the generation of the video or the generation of the image. That may be a thing. If you want that, we have that little icon here on the top where you can have ideas put into place, and you can vote for that ideas. And hopefully some of those, there are many out there, and maybe some of those ideas will take place in the next 2 or 3 generations of Adobe Firefly.
Cool. Nice.
Beyond.
Okay.
Let me say hello my sister. That's my sister who's saying my favorite sister. Hello, Sharon and Candace.
This one.
I don't have a favorite sister. I love them both. So.
Cool. So let me share my screen. And let's see. So back here. So I have a new prompt. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but 2 birds building a nest together with love, representing partnership and commitment. Natural colors, detail feathers, whimsical. So hit generate. And then you see the little animation in the middle. It's kind of like your progress bar. and then you can see the little progress circle at the bottom. But yeah, just to also show in English what Henrik was talking about, if you go over here and you click on the kind of little, was it kind of like a speech bubble? When you click on that, submit an idea. Yeah, so you can submit an idea, suggestions, and feature request, report a bug, problems using Adobe Firefly, join the Firefly community, connect, learn, and engage, and rate Firefly images. So the Firefly community, is that inside kind of this Firefly browser page, or does it jump you to Discord? Do you know?
Try it out. It should be going to the support community.
Oh, so yeah, community page itself.
Yes, it's the community page.
Yep. So that's, yeah, cool. Nice. So while it's rendering that, maybe we'll just preview that a bit. So yeah, so you can see that there's like a weekly challenge, and these are some past ones, and then there's different get inspired by the community, so you can see different people's work. If you click on view full gallery, then you get the large view of all the different artists, and then if you click on anyone that you like, you can see their prompt, which you can then tweak to kind of make your own image. And then, of course, if you like people's work, you can like it, give it a little heart click. And then if I go back to that page, the community, you can see that there's also, you can click forum up top. And then that's where you can ask more like technical questions. And so announcements, also the weekly challenge, and different questions about audio generate, favorites, and Firefly gone, etc. And then you'll see that there's also related communities. So you could either go to one of the ones on the right, or you could go top where it says search. So you could type in Photoshop, Lightroom, whatever. So that's pretty fun. And then if I go back to Firefly, okay, so here we are back after the prompt has been generated. So let's see the two birds building a nest together. So I click play. Doesn't seem like they've really built the nest. The nest is already built. But, you know, sweet, kind of sweet little moment. Celebrating Valentine's. It's pretty cute, though. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's pretty nice that they have the whole community. And then, yeah, this is part of, like, the more static gallery that you see, Firefly. But as I was saying, though, like if there's an image you like, you click on it, and then it takes you back to Firefly itself. You'll see it's the Firefly image 3, not the video part. And then you can see what the prompt was, and then set to style reference and geometric to give it that effect. And then, of course, you could just add to that prompt if you wanted to. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Go back, say view all, and the one thing I like about this too is it tells you how recently you made it. So it says 2 minutes ago, 16 minutes, 19, 1 day ago, 2 days ago. So jump on back to the room. So I got a few minutes left. So Andrea, do you have some more creative things up your sleeve?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
We'll start here. Okay. Oh, I'm on? Okay. So here's another fun prompt that was generated by Gemini. And let's see. Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Let's go here. I accidentally hit generate on a video that already generated. Okay. So there's another one that was created by Gemini. I'm not going to hit generate. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty good with the animations, though, right? They don't get too distorted, or they stay in frame.
Yeah, and I don't even what's the words? I don't look at them until you guys see it at the same time, just so that I can be just as surprised. So when you see my face, it's like for real. Okay, so
Right.
Here's another one, little teddy bear. Let's see what it does. Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's very cool. And then I like to look at like the keywords, right? To see, well, what's making it fast? What does it say? And it says it right here, fast-paced editing. So
Okay.
you can put exactly what you want to happen in
You could
there.
say slow-paced editing if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of cool. And I have a little notebook up there that I'll keep like different prompts next to Victoria's book, by the way. And then there's another one. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah.
Let's see if it, and then, oops. Yeah, so if it gets too busy, I did learn a few minutes ago. I had about
High
like
demand.
2 running at the same time. Yeah. So to say hi to man, but it will regenerate it later. You just got to give it a few minutes. It's just slow. So if you run into that, don't get super frustrated. It is what it is. Oh,
Needs to do better with type though, right? Just a lot of
it
the AI.
does. I mean, yeah, if I'm giving feedback, that is definitely the feedback I would give it is it does. And I see how I can hit generate after it was telling me that I couldn't. So it just, but here's what I didn't notice before. You see that loading bar?
Right, right.
I didn't notice that before. That actually, I don't think it was there on mine
Yeah, I was
before.
saying like you have the kind of middle image is your kind of your progress animation, but then you have that little circle that shows you the true progress, I guess.
Yeah, this
Be
is the
nice
one
to
I'm.
give like seconds or something like a countdown.
Yeah,
But if there were some suggestions we could make, one is I wish it would be longer, and then I
yes.
wish separate from the prompt you could control like the speed, so you could say slow pace, fast pace.
Like it would be one of the options, like maybe down here, like where we
That's
have
correct.
motion.
Yeah.
Now
And then
okay.
and I was just going to say it'd be nice when they bring in effects or filters, so you could do like it could start off your regular image, but in time it turns into like a duotone look or something. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
And
think
God.
that I
what
assume
suggestions do you
that
have?
later in the state, those effects will come. Think about the expand function, generative expand function that we have in the image area. I assume that something like that also will come to the video generation.
Nice.
And
So,
being able to do like transparency and just having
Yes.
even layering. I think layer. Oh,
oh,
hang
I
on.
want to
Yeah.
see this one. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
I like that one. Y'all know I like
Mhm.
exploding balloons and bubbles. So I think
Yeah,
that might be my favorite, actually, of these of this last set. So yeah. So there we go.
it's
And then
nice.
I might add like rainbow. Yep. There we go. That's
It is
me.
nice.
Off to Heinrich.
Well, we're kind of at the end now, so let me share some of our links here. So
Maybe just mentioning something about the Firefly that we don't have time to share here. That's the new feature theme to image. It's also in beta. So you have some kind of the new project
3D,
Neo, where you can have some 3D generated images and put together like some kind of object that you can use for the video.
we'll just
And
have to do another Firefly
yes,
4. Yeah,
yes. And also the translate video audio you can put in audio files or even video files. So that you have a video in
right.
English and on the fly wird es dann übersetzt auf Deutsch und du verstehst dann ganz genau, was gesprochen wird. And on the fly it will be translated back to English or something like that.
Cool. Nice. Excellent. So yes, today was the Firefly 3 celebrates love, but we'll get John back soon enough. John, getting over.
Get well back, John.
So,
We miss you. Come back.
so yes, you can. So as always, the recording will be on my YouTube channel, which I'll show you the link to a bit later. but that will be in the groups at the top, at the pinned post at the top. And you can follow us online. So you can follow Andrea on YouTube at Happy Teach to You for Fun. Right, Andrea?
That's me. That's me.
That's by the way. Like mirroring. And then on Instagram, Happy97. And then on LinkedIn, Happy97.
Happy with an IE.
That's right.
Yep.
And then let's see. And I got some Johns, but he's not here. So then Henrik is smart enough to put all of his links into one on Linktree, linktr.ee Heigl. And then I was going to say, please subscribe for more digital art, Photoshop, and AI art focused live streams and tutorials on my YouTube, youtube.com/DrewCav. That's youtube.com/DrewCav.
DrewCav.
Let's see. Ticker. Let me just save it in normal too. Yeah. And then we have DrewCav on YouTube. So you can search for DrewCav on YouTube. And then you can find me on Facebook at Andrew.Kavanagh, on Instagram at Digital Artist Drew, and then Behance. I got a Behance Pro account recently, so I'm a little dark mode now. It has a different look to it, but pretty nice features. And if you haven't already, please join the AI Art and Digital Art group on Facebook, facebook.com/groups, AI Art Digital Art. Come join the Adobe Firefly group run by Henrik at facebook.com/groups/Adobe Firefly. There is the Happy Creatives group, facebook.com/groups, Happy Creatives, run by Andrea. And also there is the Photoshop and Lightroom group, which I think is the 390,001 big group, very active. Facebook.com/groups, the Photoshop and Lightroom group. And then we have like a 68,000 for the other Photoshop and Lightroom group. Or is that 160? I can't keep track. But if you love Photoshop and Lightroom group, there's two groups.
You love it twice.
Free to choose.
Yeah, they were giving us some weird, violations that made no sense. And so I think we archived one group for a bit, and then it came back. They took away the violations. And then all of a sudden we had two groups. So, all right. So thanks, everyone, for watching the Firefly 3 today. And keep your eye out for notifications for future events by the Firefly 4. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye-bye.